My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube station. This is the home of the 5-minute video or less. If you know what you're talking about, you can communicate everything you need to know in 5 minutes. I worked for IRS for a decade. I've been in private practice for 4 decades, so I've been doing this for 50 years, since 1973. I've been working IRS resolution cases or with the IRS. I have worked thousands of cases. I have a whole team of former IRS agents that work with me. We're available for representation and consultation work. I started this YouTube channel really for three reasons. To go ahead and educate you and inform you. Number two, so you don't get ripped off. God, there's so many people on YouTube in this space, and they don't know what they're doing. They haven't worked for IRS, and they've been doing this a couple years, and they can grossly mislead you into what you're doing. And number three, I do want you to make informative decisions based on the information I tell you, because as a former IRS agent, I'm giving you inside information and insight, into the cases. Also, as a former IRS agent, I was a revenue officer. I worked and was a teaching instructor for the offer and compromise program. I used to accept offers and deny offers, and as a result, I have a special insight that very few people in the country actually have. There's not a lot of people who've been in private practice a long time that can tell you the insight. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about is how does IRS know you're lying on your offer and compromise? I've looked at so many of them, and I can spot fraud and a lie a long way away. And I want to just tell you a couple of the reasons. So if I'm looking at your offer, I can tell, what's going on, or what this looks like or that looks like. And I want to tell you that 4 things have to really make sense on your offer. And that is your tax return has to make sense, that your offer and compromise must make sense, your financial statement must make sense, your bank records must make sense, and your cost of living makes sense. There has to be a common line through all this. For instance, if you make $80,000 a year, and that means you should be depositing $7,000 in your bank account every month. If I'm seeing deposits over and above that, I know there's a problem. If I'm looking where you live and your rent looks like about $4,000, and you're saying, I only make about $7,000 a year, that doesn't make sense either. So when you look at those 4 things, your financial statement, when I see your tax return, I see your cost of living, your bank statements, and your offer, I will instantly know. There's a couple other checks that I can make, and that's on LexisNexis. It's a search engine that IRS uses. That's an accurate search engine that LexisNexis has. I will pull credit card information on you and find out, you have this, but how is it you got $1,500 in credit card bills? How is that in fact possible when you're only making this amount of money? So in my head, as soon as I see that statement, as soon as I see your tax returns, your last 6 years worth of records, and I see exactly what you're spending your money on, and I examine the charges that you're making and the things that are appearing on your credit report, your cars, maybe riders on your home insurance. Do you have warehouses? Do you have business licenses? Do you have guns? Do you have RVs? I have all these reports in front of me that will instantly go ahead, and I look at these before I look at your offer, and I'll know exactly what to expect when I see your offer and compromise. So be very careful when you're filing an offer and compromise. Make sure all your records are correct. And you really should have someone look at your offer. If you're going to do this yourself, it's a small case, have at it. But I'm going to tell you, if you have a large case, don't submit an offer and compromise by yourself. There's a lot of tricks you need to know about. And when I say tricks, there's just There's just things that that an experienced person's going to know whether you're cheating, not, or lying or not. So thank you very much. I hope I've given you some information into the insight of Internal Revenue Service. If this was helpful, leave me a subscription. That would be give me some added benefit to YouTube. They love to see you have subscriptions. Leave me a comment. I'm happy to go ahead and help you on any case you have. My information will be in the description section below. Thank you so much.